Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing a couple of things. Apologies, I've actually got contractors here right now, but I couldn't wait. This has just arrived. It's from a manufacturer that I love. They build pretty awesome stuff. They're called Unobtainium Gear. This is one of their mag pouches. What I absolutely love is the chest rigs they do, because there's so many different ways to run them. You can, plug and play in so many different ways. Just to give you an idea of kind of what tech they usually do. Elastic on the side here. This is like a MOLLE panel. I absolutely love this like Tegris plate that they put here, and they kind of bend it out. So when that is running flat on my plate carrier or whatever I've got it mounted to with the MOLLE on the back, it means that I can then just drive this in. It's very easy to re-index because of that there. And I generally love them. So they've released a new product, which I was very excited to get. It actually was something I messaged them about 4 months ago. And I said, hey, you do something which I really love. Would it be something cool if you did a different variant of it? And the thing that I do, which they did, which I really love, is something which attaches to a QLS. Now, you may be asking what a QLS is. That's from Safariland, and it's called a quick locking system. I run them on my holsters. And so as you can see here, I have a QLS fork on this P320 Kydex holster. The reason I love the QLS is because it attaches to your holsters or to certain parts of equipment. And the reason it's so good is because I have far too many replicas. And halfway through the game day, if I'm like, hey, instead of running my P320, I want to run a Glock 45. I've got this option where I can just plug and play, and I don't have to worry, oh, I need to put a different holster on. Similar thing if I attach one of these holsters to some equipment, then it means that I can switch out magazines. And so what they made, which I don't know why other people didn't make it before I found them, is they will make a patch, which I'll show you the original one they do here, which will attach onto that QLS fork. So it means you have two MOLLE panels right there, which means whatever I want to run, I could basically just attach one of these forks straight onto there, and I can put that into whatever input that I have, wherever it is, if it's the side of my holster. So what I really loved about the idea was, hey, if I decide not to run a secondary, if I'm like, hey, I'm not going to take my secondary out, but I need an extra magazine for my primary, I can utilize this on my holster and then have a magazine attached to, say this attached to, where is it gone? I just had it right here. If I have this attached to here with that little plate on the back, it means I can plug that in wherever I want. So I was amazed that no one had done these. But what I did think when I saw them was, it's kind of annoying that it has to be such a big plug. Like if I wanted to run a pistol mag, if I wanted to do something on my belt where I need a little bit less space, Safariland also make this, which is the ELS. You can see the fork on it is quite a bit smaller. So it goes into, it's meant for equipment instead of your actual kind of holsters. And wherever I attach this, it means that I can just plug this straight in and clip it in. If I go the right way, clip it in, and then whenever I want to release it, I just do that. And so these little bits here will attach onto holsters, onto different kind of things, but I could never find one that did a MOLLE attachment. And so why I got so excited is because, and I'm going to lose everything here, let's put the QLS one away, is because they started, which is what I emailed them about, and when I emailed them they said, hey, we're already doing one. They made a variation of this for the ELS. So that means that the footprint is a lot smaller, which means I can attach this and I can put this wherever I want on me. And so I have always had ideas, what would I run on here? You could run that regular mag pouch straight onto here. You could run, for instance, here are some of the pistol mag pouches from, again, Unobtainium Gear. These are newer as well. 2 pieces of that Tegris stuff in there. And then I could run one there and then a second one, or I could just run one. So I really liked the idea of it. So I ordered it, and what I'm going to do today is just show you me building one out. And then I've actually got my battle belt right here where I've got some of the inputs on it. So I'll show you kind of how it could work. But I thought this could be valuable to you guys. As I said, if you want to look at this product, it's from Unobtainium Gear. They do it in DE or FDE, and they do it in black. And actually, the other thing that I ordered from them, I've just put it on the side somewhere, which I will find, is a which is a smoke grenade pouch. And so again, I really like this system. They've kind of got that little elastic wire there. It hooks around this hook so that it's in place, but actually when you need it, you're not messing around with any kind of plug or whatever. You're just pulling, it comes apart. It's fairly easy to re-index it when it's on you. So I don't know, I really liked that. And actually it's another thing that if I wanted to, I can attach it to here and run that, and run a pistol pouch, or something else which is one row of MOLLE. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put this, let's go with DE, just because, we'll go DE with a DE ELS clip. So what I actually really like, guys, is obviously, it's basically just taking more MOLLE inserts and putting them where you want, which is just kind of like, it's never ending possibilities. Wherever you put one of these, you can basically then just have it, you could have it empty, you can put stuff into it, but it's fairly easy to put onto stuff. Obviously, I'm going to want this side facing out, and then I'm going to put the front of here on here, so it's going to look like that. It's not going to stick out too far as well. You can see it's going to be pretty narrow. Price on this, sorry guys, price on this is $20 for that piece, which may sound a lot if you're getting a lot, but actually I think kind of for what it is, it's actually a fairly good price. And then for these, you can get 2 of these for $30. So it allows you basically just to put MOLLE onto different spots for probably around $35, kind of, and you can switch this out to other stuff. But what I like the idea of is maybe having one of these with, say, one pouch on it. And that means that I can easily just say, right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to switch it out. Before a game day, you could reorient them saying, okay, right, I might use my Sega 12 mag, or I might use my MWS mag today. And so I think that's a really good thing that you can switch it. But for me, it's going to allow me basically to keep what I'm going to use. You could buy tons of them and then go that route, or you could just do 1 or 2 and then switch them out as you go. So what I'm doing here, guys, I'm just putting this, and if you know Safariland, you're probably going to know these. This actually comes with all of the screws that you're going to need. Sometimes when you buy these, the ELS system, it doesn't come with all the screws, which I've made the mistake of, and I got really annoyed by it a few times. So it's kind of good that you can do that. So what I've done there is just put the rubber little rings there onto those positions, and then it's going to hold that in place. Now what I'm going to do is take this, and I'm just going to line up the holes on the front here so that I can see where it is. And I'm going to put these screws through, and then I'm going to obviously I'm just going to line these up slightly. Then we can just get this running in. Maybe you guys can see that. Yep. And we get another one. Yeah, so the Safariland system, I was actually got back from SHOT Show last night, so I was at the Safariland booth in Vegas, and they just make some great stuff. Like, I like these Kydex style holsters, and I like not having anything but retention, just kind of that feel where it's going to hold it and I don't have to move anything. But I did see a couple of their kind of more secure holsters, more like the ones that you see the police using, where it kind of has like a little, a lock on it. So if someone's behind you and they try and grab it, they can't just pull it. And they've got some really interesting, cool versions of that. Little caps that will go over your red dot, kind of different things where you put your thumb into a certain position and it releases it. So I might check some of those out. But this is what it's going to look like, guys. So I can actually move this slightly in different directions that I want to. As you can see here, it doesn't have as much movement, but if I want to have it at a certain angle because I want my pistol mag pouch at an angle, it means I can take that and now move it around. Now I've got quite a lot of equipment from these guys, so what I will do is I'll do a full Unobtainium Gear video. If you want to see that, please do put it down in the comments so I can get onto that one pretty quickly. But I think it's going to be, it's one where I kind of want to do the format of it. You know, do I want to show you everything? Do I just want to go through pouches? Do I want to go through the different chest rigs? They kind of do great chest rig setup again, where it's just those 3 pouches or whatever you're having here, and then you can just put a different H harness on. So I also love it if I'm playing indoors especially and I'm not using a plate carrier. It means that I can take that and let me just see if this is going to work. I can take that and then I can just literally have all my mags loaded into that chest rig piece, and at that point I can literally just say, right, I'm going to pick up my Sega. I've got all my mags in this rig. I'm just going to switch over the H harness and clip it in, or I can do the same with, you know, a whole load of different magazines that I have. So that's kind of cool. It's sitting fully flush, like the screws that they're giving you are screwing directly in here, and as you can see, as I'm screwing them, that's coming literally flush with it, so it's not going to affect how the MOLLE attaches, which I think is great. Let's just make sure this is all tight, because obviously that wouldn't be ideal if that comes undone. But that is literally putting this thing together. And so now I am going to put on here, let's do, I don't know if it fit 1 pistol mag pouch. I might do 1, let's do maybe 2 pistol mag pouches. No, I'm just going to do 1 so we can just show it to you guys what it's going to be like. And then that means that you can really see. Now you can see the perforation there with the hole means you can still go over the top of it while also keeping it this small. So I'm just threading that through as you would with a normal MOLLE device. I'm going to make sure I've got this lined up. So that one's going to go through there. Go through 2 of these. Come out the end here, and I'm going to do the same with this one. And then we're going to go like that. Sorry guys, it's quite hard for me to show you this while also discussing it. So that's going to be it staying tight right there. I'm then going to come through 1. I'm getting better with this MOLLE stuff. Like, it's definitely something that I've played around with a lot. Like, the quality of the actual MOLLE, like the cuts, the laser cuts on here, I love. That's probably one of the reasons that I like this manufacturer so much. Like, I really like Haley strategic pouches. I've got one on my battle belt. I'll show you that. But they are definitely a lot bigger. They take out a lot of space even when you don't have any magazines in them. Indexing them is amazing, but they still do take up a lot of space. So that's it there, guys. If you want any tips on threading your MOLLE, let me know. But that's one there. I could easily just put a second one. Where is my other? I've got another one here if I want to. And then I could easily just thread that one again straight through there. So then I've got 2 effectively being able to use that where I want. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you guys quickly what it will do. Now, apologies because my head's not going to be in here, so you need to have the volume going and turned up. But this is an awesome belt that I absolutely love. I don't know if I'm going to put it on properly. I just want to do this quickly, so I'm not going to do this properly. I'm just going to kind of stick this here. I'm going to put this through here. This is a belt by Agilite, which I really, really like. And what I love doing is running this drop leg holster right here. So what I do is I have like a little elastic strap that comes in the inside of my leg. This is where I have my pistols. So as you can see here, if I want to use my P320, I can literally just take it, I can insert it, and then I have that there. It is so solid. I've got the ability then just to re-index. I like having my holster this low. I know some people like having it as more of like a slight drop leg. For me, that's perfect. Then what I can do is I can say, you know what, I'll take my suppressed Glock 45 and I'll stick that in there. Same thing. So if I'm trying to switch between different pistols, I can have that option. And so I've got a lot of these different holsters with clips on it. I've got literally one for every single one of my pistols, whether that is a Desert Eagle, whether that's a high capper. And generally it means, you know, I run one pistol mag pouch here. Normally I used to run two, but for me, sorry, you can see my face now. I used to run two pistol mag pouches, but I find that I don't go through my secondary pouches that much. However, my secondary magazines, however, it is something that sometimes if I just want to go all secondary, it's very, very hard for me to do that. So what I'll do is now grab this guy, and what I've already got on here, this drop leg is great. This again is from Safariland, but it has two more attachment points here, and I normally just keep these empty, but I have the ability right here to input on here. So let's say I've got my let's say I've just got a Glock mag, so we'll take this Glock mag. This is going to sit just in here, so we've got that in our pistol mag pouch. So that's just sitting there. And what I can now do is just stick this onto here. And now if I want to run my, let's say this Glock, I now have, whenever I want, this one. And then I've got a different mag pouch here. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. So this, guys, as a product, I think is awesome. It's just very easy to remove. Say, actually, you know what? I don't want to necessarily run the pistol mag pouches. I'd rather run two grenades. So I just thread this on, or maybe a grenade and a pistol mag pouch. I can literally just put this one straight on instead. And then I'm not going to do this fully just because you guys get the idea. But I can run this one through again. You know, and then I've got that in place as well. I can do a pistol mag and a grenade. This one, again, I haven't tried out. I think this is a fairly new one from them. Finding grenade pouches that fit Thunderbees, which is normally what I'll use, is pretty hard. This fits them perfectly. So I then have, you know, if I just do a quick, I'd probably run that grenade pouch on the other side. But now I've got my pistol, grenade, and that all on my leg. You know, it's probably going to have a bit more weight to it, and then I can do whatever I want. I actually have another one here, this little ELS, and that is on just a clip. So I attach the ELS input onto there, and then I've got this. So I could decide, you know what, instead of running it here, I want to run this here. And now I've got another pistol mag pouch, I've got that, it's out the way. And I can put these little guys wherever I want them. So I can put it back here instead. So now I've got it down the back of my leg. I can show you that. So I don't know, guys, I think this is a really, really cool product. And this is their ELS, I'm trying to think what they actually call it, their ELS pouch, I think maybe it's called. It is called their ELS fork MOLLE adapter plate. It's really good. I love this company, so I'm going to do another video on it. But for $20, I think it basically is allowing you just to turn your entire kit into whatever you want. So I don't know. I love it. It's really solid. It's not like it wiggles around, which I think I do occasionally get with some of the pouches that you're putting on. But that's me for that product, guys. I'm really happy. I think I've got 3 of them that have been delivered, 2 in black, 1 in Coyote or FDE. So I'm going to be playing around with them, probably do some different setups. I'll have a couple more of those forks, and then depending on, you know, what game I'm going to go and play, I'll set them up as I want. Thanks, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.